gentlefolk, welcome to Tabletop Tiddies, a queer and feminist live Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition actual play podcast run entirely by people of marginalized genders. My name is Charlene Bear, and I'll be your dungeon goddess this evening. My pronouns are she, they, and you can call me Char. Before we get into the episode, we want to acknowledge the colonial history of Canada and how Canada has and continues to take from Indigenous people. The effects of colonization are still felt to this day, and we acknowledge that this episode is being recorded on the stolen lands of the Secwepemc, Semiahmoo, Katzie, Kwantlen, Musqueam, Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, and Coast Salish First Nations. If you would like to know more about the effects of colonization and also to support some Indigenous charities and organizations, you can go to the resources page on our website, which is tabletoptiddies.com/resources. My very well rested from our 2-week break players are ready to go.
Haha, you're funny. Hello, my name is Rachel Theilade. My pronouns are she, her, and I am playing Borba Skullcleaver, the orc barbarian, whose pronouns are also she, her.
The overlay is messed up because I did not account for the extra person, so...
I thought you did!
Listen.
Get a break. We had 2 weeks off. It's fine.
It was not... Getting
the rust off.
There, Asher's over here. Hello, my name is Kelly. My pronouns are they, them, and I play Asher Lockdeer, the changeling monk warlock, whose pronouns are also they, them.
Yay.
Hello, my name is Sara Mayfield. My pronouns are she, her. And I play Elmer Adamith, my Yanis the Third, and he, him, he is, wait, did we, yeah, he, him, he is a wild magic sorcerer.
Emily,
God damn it.
We'll get it. Don't worry.
Hi, my name is Emily Matchette. My pronouns are she, her, and I play Steve, the Gnome Rogue Artificer, whose pronouns are also she, her.
and today we have a very special guest!
Yay!
Yay!
Hello, everyone. Thanks for having me. I am Robin Holford. I use she, they pronouns, and tonight I am playing Swoleston, the dwarf paladin, who also goes by she, they.
A paladin. That's so exciting.
Yay, we've got
I'm
someone who might
I'm gonna touch you guys with your consent to heal you if you need.
Please lay all the hands on.
Hands.
We are using Sirenscape today, as per usual, to help make the stream more atmospheric. We got some music, we got some sound effects. It's amazing. You can use it too for free at Sirenscape.com. We also are, of course, playing through Hekna, which is the Hit Point Press module. They are currently in their beta phase, so some things that you're seeing right now might change, but we're having such a blast. We highly recommend you go to hitpointpress.com and order that shit.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
I'm actually hitting test instead of adjust audio. Whoops, guys! I swear I know how to do this.
This is our inaugural coming back, just to show you that even if you've been doing this for almost over a year,
Yeah.
you can still be just a hot mess.
100%. While we're doing that, I'm going to give a nice big old shout out to Dorktales. Because Dorktales is awesome. Dorktales is the home of fantastic stories and epic friendships told by a passionate cabal of creatives from the Pacific Northwest. Obviously that is true because Robin is here and Robin is awesome. They are a story-first, fun-focused group that strives to provide a welcoming, inclusive, supportive, and accessible experience for diehard fans and casual viewers alike. Their lineup includes both official and original D&D adventures, including their homebrew setting, Elos, Land of the Wandering Gods, as well as Cyberpunk Red and World of Darkness, weekly Mage the Ascension Chronicle, and it is set in the Victorian era with full costuming and an all-femme cast. To join the party, visit twitch.tv/Dorktales for live episodes and VODs, or check out their backlog at youtube.com/Dorktales.
Yeah. Are we all good, Robin? Are you okay now?
I think so.
Yeah.
Call you out. I just want to make sure everything's
Goes to
good.
adjust audio, hits test, then hits whoops, wrong speaker, then it goes on.
Full panic mode. It's just like,
oh yeah,
my
it was like,
everything is fine.
Too powerful for everyone.
Some potential content warnings for today's episode include blood and cannibalism, marionettes and clowns, insects and maggot-like creatures, and of course, bullying, gaslighting, coercion, and mind control, because who would Heckna be if he didn't do all of that awful shit?
Yeah.
Last time on Tabletop Tiddies. 3 plasma punks used some sort of magic amulet to turn themselves into a massive pink candy dragon, which the party quickly defeated. Wilmer got a skull candy tattoo to commemorate the experience, and he now also has the dragon's hot pink skull attached to his head, you know, as one does. Steve noticed that the Heckna handy helpers in the Dysmadium were offering stronger healing potions, so everybody stocked up. Steve also noticed a symbol of an empty keyhole on Locke's carriage, which she later found out is a secret rebellion symbol used to mark Locke's allies in safe havens. Borba learned that the stick is a powerful weapon against Heckna, which is why Locke needs them to find it so quickly. The party also learned about Cicero, the old master of ceremonies, who is now trapped in the Tunnel of Love for his outspoken activities against Heckna. Cicero may be able to help the party with information on escaping or fighting Heckna, but he's ornery at the best of times and extremely dangerous regardless. As Locke ushered them out of the wagon, the party bumped into Swoleston, the Dwarven food connoisseur from the Midway. And you noticed a keyhole necklace around their neck on a long chain, poking out just under their rainbow beard. And you're all together. What would you like to do?
I'm so tired.
We just noticed the keyhole, yeah? That's where we left off?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna notice the keyhole. I'm gonna go, wait, I shouldn't say it out loud. I shouldn't say it out loud.
Friend.
Hey, bud. You wanna, I'm looking for kind of a thing that's kind of like sticky, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. You wanna like help us find the
I
thing?
mean, everyone kind of knows what the stick is.
I know, but they
it
don't-
was
they-
on the
I just-
Megatron.
I just don't know if they should know that we're looking for it, or else they might fight us, and I really don't want to get into another fight right now because we're not feeling so hot.
Sorry. And then
I'm just
Wilmer
saying.
just like steps and like puts his back to Swoleston and like face like really really close proximity. Wilmer's like,
Are you saying that they might like not help us find the stick, or are we talking about like finding a
No,
way to,
I
like,
just mean
what-
like
I don't, why
when
wouldn't why wouldn't we tell her about the stick?
No, as in like other people who are listening.
Would
There's
you
a lot of
yeah,
people.
okay. And then
Would you
Wilmer,
like to join our
goes back and,
bachelorette
like,
party?
faces Swoleston.
Oh, hi there. Of course, I'd love to join your bachelorette party.
Good.
Excellent.
Well, you're now officially one of my bachelorettes.
Oh, you get a sash.
Weird a
you can-
sash.
You can have mine, and then I put the bachelorette sash on you.
Oh, this is great. How's it going?
You know, it's going.
So you're looking for the stick?
Something
Yeah.
sticky.
Yeah.
Wink.
Well, I mean, what? And then
Yes,
and then
we're
Wilmer's
looking for the
Looks
stick.
around, like make sure nobody's like watching. It's like, yeah, we're totally looking for this day.
As most people are at this point.
Yeah, go ahead, Borba, and as you look around, you can go ahead and make a perception check or an investigation check.
Cool. I need to do that at a fucking disadvantage. God damn it. So it's a 9.
Yeah, with a 9, it doesn't seem like anyone's really paying too much attention to you. And Steve, you, with your massively high passive perception, would also be able to confirm that everybody is just as excited as they usually are in this area of the Revelia. But there does seem to be a buzz of, like you said, everybody is looking for the stick.
What was your name again? We met during. I don't think I met you. You were working at one of the stands when I was taking my break.
Oh yeah, my name is Swoleston. I work at the I had the sheet. I had it up. Oh,
Pop quiz.
This is the dunking one.
That's
You
right.
get the dead ringer.
the dead
Yeah.
ringer. Yeah, like the spooky ring toss thing.
Right.
Yeah.
My accent is going everywhere and everywhere. I will settle into
Okay.
it eventually.
It's okay.
It's been quite the day. So, yeah.
It's been a very busy day.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're part of, and I just kind of like point at your necklace, then I believe we were specifically told that we can trust you. So, welcome.
Oh yeah. I'm good friends with Locke. Or just I say that quietly.
Excellent.
And then Wilmer's just gonna kind of put his finger up on his mouth and be like, and then just smile very aggressively.
Sure gonna miss being single. Yep.
Yeah. I know we talked about taking a nap, but
I am
I
close
feel
to death.
fine. And also,
Yeah.
like if everyone's looking for this stick, I feel like everyone's looking for this stick, and I don't know if we can afford to take a couple-hour nap.
That's true. We know that it's in the food court.
Nope, just come here.
We know that
We know that
sent.
the food is there. There's food in the food
I'm
court,
doing-
and we're all so hungry.
I'm doing stage
Wink.
whisper now because we've learned that whispering into a mic doesn't work. So
Yes.
stage whisper.
Okay.
We know that.
Oh, you guys are hungry? I know some things in the food court that you'd probably really enjoy.
Is it a stick?
Yeah.
Oh, what? Do you know things
am-
that would make Steve feel less tired?
It's not that I'm tired. It's that I could die if someone hits me.
Do you mind? I can kind of give you a pat on the back, and I could give you a little bit of energy back, sort of to say.
That would be lovely.
Perfect. I'm going to just like go up to Steve and give her a pat on the back, and I'll give you 10 HP from a lay on hands. I will touch you with my hands.
Well, thank you,
I
darling.
mean, I had them handled, but that's fine, I suppose.
Oh, I'm just figured you folks look like you needed a bit of a. You look fairly. A few of you look a little bit run down now.
Oh yeah,
It's,
this bachelorette party. Whew, we've been having so much fun. It's just done tuckered us out, eh?
Oh yeah, you're getting into the good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we party hard. This bachelorette party's going. It's going.
Just going.
We do have one problem about the food court in that everything seems like it's gross and might kill us. So, if you have
Oh,
any-
you just gotta know what to have there. I've actually been I work at Dead Ringer, but my heart's desire is to be a food blogger. So I've been tasting a lot of the food around there, and I have a bit of an idea of what maybe new folks like you could handle without feeling a bit to your stomach, right? So I could probably help you a little bit.
you're quite helpful, aren't you? Sure.
Why don't we have this conversation while we're walking that
Let's
direction?
just walk towards the food court.
Because I think maybe we can keep our eye on the ground for anything that looks a little sticky, because you wouldn't want to step in anything sticky, am I right? Wink.
Ha,
Wink.
ha.
I'm gonna down one of my greater healing potions as well. 'Cause-
All right. Yeah,
Very
go ahead and roll
valid.
for that while you walk.
Awesome.
Um,
I got 12 more back. Yay!
I'm going to make a scene. Who's looking Steve? How you doing, Steve? Do you need a little bit more, maybe?
I mean, I could always use more.
All right, here you go. I call upon the powers of nature and the winds and the leaves to heal you for 1 sec, 1 moment, working on it. A total of 5 as rays of light come from the sky.
Thank you, Asher.
Wow. That was amazing. That was so good.
Thank you. So I
You're
try.
welcome. Yeah.
To the food court.
Uh-huh.
And you all are leaving the Lost and Found, which means that you will be passing by the area between the Midway and the food court. which is where the event happened with Pinky and the stick. So as you get closer, you know that you should be keeping your eyes peeled.
I do that. I keep eyes peeled.
Yeah. Like perception or investigation check, maybe? Enough? Or no? Not yet.
As you approach, you don't need to roll for this. I'll say it sort of seems to actually, like, the amount of people that were so prevalent near the lost and found are dwindling out. And you return to where Pinky attempted to fight Hekna in the Jamboree, and you see 2 jawbreakers, but the ones from the security building, like that style of jawbreaker, in polka dot pants and brown leather vests, fighting 2 other people dressed in these like tattered carnival garb covered with dark stains everywhere. And they're causing quite a ruckus, which is probably why all of the regular revelers are sort of out of this area. What would you like to do?
Can I insight to see if I can try to figure out what they're fighting for? Like, can I tell if they're fighting over, like, seeing the stick or, like, just...
Yeah, sure. Go ahead
Being pissy?
and roll let's roll perception.
Oh.
Or if you roll an insight, that's fine.
No, I didn't roll anything. I rolled nothing. What did you say? Investigation? I can roll an investigation.
I think you said perception, but that's fine.
No, okay. I'll also roll a perception.
Oh my god, so many rolls.
Wow.
All right, so that was a 14. We're just going to completely ignore that nat 1 insight check.
Yes. Great.
Yeah.
With the 14 perception, you are at a distance where you can sort of hear like a little your ins and outs of the conversation as they're chucking things at each other. And it seems to be about a weapon. That's what you get.
Hey, guys.
They're fighting over a weapon.
All right, team. I think they're fighting over a weapon.
Is it the thing?
I don't know.
Is it the stick? Because
I
if
don't
it's
know
the
if
stick, we should
I don't know
go.
if it's the spoke.
I don't want to fight more people. I usually love fighting people. I'm just so tired.
David,
Swoleston,
I don't.
you wouldn't happen to be able to, I don't know, locate an object per se if such a spell existed?
Oh, if there were such a spell, I definitely don't have that
Got it.
access to me at all. No, I'm so sorry. Oh dear. No, I don't unfortunately don't have that. A lot of my my stuff is a lot of either helping people or like hurting them when I hit them kind of things. Like not really locating anything. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I respect that.
Steve,
That's cool.
please roll a d4.
What? One,
You age.
4.
You notice that the folks wearing the polka dot pants and leather vests are victorious over these tattered other revelers, and they grab something off of one of the unconscious bodies and walk away.
What was it that they grabbed?
You can roll perception or investigation.
Yep. Do it.
How's a 27?
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Friggin'.
Yes, they grabbed what looks to be like a mace with it's like a multicolored mace.
Dang it.
Go steal it.
Yeah, can I go try to steal it?
Sure. Yeah.
On purpose.
Can I like bump Borba though, and I'm like, hey, can you make a scene for me?
Oh, who stubbed my toe? Somebody stepped on my foot. I swear to God, if whoever did that, I'm gonna fight you.
So strong.
I just kind of like push. I push Wilmer like a little bit, like we're like just play along.
Yeah.
How dare you step on my toe? I
step on
really
it
didn't appreciate that. Boom! And then I push him.
You roll with advantage on your both.
No. I move backwards at the same time as she's pushing.
So is it a performance check for Wilmer to see if it's hit? Like,
Sure.
I want to say that I've picked something else up off the ground so I can like swap it out, kind of a thing.
Oh, cool.
Indiana
Sure,
Jones style.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was just gonna say Indiana Jones.
Heck yeah.
There's so much like rubble on the ground and various things, so you can definitely grab
You
something.
pick up the stick.
21.
Yes. You are able to make this exchange no problem. And as you touch this mace, it's very sticky to the touch, and it has
Gross.
a magical aura about it.
Steve cursed again.
I swear to God, you've given me another goddamn cursed weapon,
You
Char.
stole this item. I didn't make you do it.
But you pointed it out to me.
But also, Char didn't say it wasn't cursed, so.
You know what happens if I cast Purify Food and Drink on this mace? Will
It's
it
not
help it?
food or
No?
drink.
I think that's like
don't know.
sanitizing it.
Could be candy. I don't know.
You have a high enough perception and intelligence that it is definitely some form of candy. This weapon.
All right. Cool.
All right.
Excellent.
So we
Oh, sorry. I'm so
You
sorry.
know-
You obviously are much stronger and cooler than me, so I will not step on your feet
You
again.
should be sorry. Oh,
Yeah.
But I'll forgive you this time, bud. Looking
you.
over at the security guy to see if he's watching, kind of like out the side of my eye, just like, all right.
They're
just watch
gone.
it.
They're walking away.
Okay, cool.
You've made it undetected. And now you can see that, like, as I mentioned earlier, there are not that many people in this area. So this might be the perfect time to start looking for clues because you're definitely in the right spot.
Okay.
Yeah, start looking around.
Yeah.
Also, can you tell me anything more about my my candy mace?
If you spend a bit more time with this mace, you will learn a bit more about it. But you do know that it's a +1 magical weapon just from looking at it.
Ooh.
Excellent.
Which means you get +1 to attacks with it and +1 damage.
So
Not bad.
my investigation is -1. So I think my time would be best spent getting food for the group. If Swoleston wants to help me figure out what we can eat, because I will probably hinder.
I'll come and give you a hand there. I can give you some tips about what you may want to bring back for your friends.
All right. Does that work with everybody? That I will absolutely get in your way if you're looking for this thing.
Oh, yeah. Can you bring back a
Sure.
beignet?
I look at Swoleston. Are the beignets good?
They were. We ate them
We
already.
already
They
ate
were
those.
tasty.
They
They're
didn't
like
kill
the
us.
only thing that didn't hurt us.
This is true.
Wilmer, you've
The
been
steak
dead
was
for
good
10
too.
hours. Wilmer, you
What?
died.
What?
You're a ghost
di-
now.
Wait, Wilmer's dead?
Yes.
I'm a ghost.
Oh,
But then how did I step on?
Wilmer, no! I actually kind of shake Wilmer a little bit. I'm like, no!
I start looking
Yeah.
around for the stick.
I have a question, Char.
Yes.
When we saw Pinky with this, like the stick spoke thing,
Mm-hmm.
were they injured?
They didn't look injured at that time, but you did see them later, and they
Yeah.
looked injured when they were in the factory.
Okay. My train of thought was that just to see if there would be any kind of blood or maybe signs of a previous struggle that we could source out or that kind of.
You did.
shebangle.
There was an explosion in that area of magical nature. So you're not wrong in that there are some signs that you could be on the lookout for.
I am on the lookout for the signs.
All right. Let's do a group investigation check here for everyone who is staying behind to look.
I got
God
24.
damn it. 13.
I got a 2.
You all begin to search, and I imagine that you're still trying to keep up appearances for the scarce amount of people that are around this area.
Oh, yeah.
And Wilmer, you are the first to find. What do you find? You find a hole in the mud with a few flakes of gold and purple paint.
Folks, I see paint. And then I like kind of gesture to Borbert and Steve to kind of like stand around and look at it with me.
It's paint. Also, like, I'm still, like, kind of eyeing Wilmer to make sure that he's not, like, a ghost. Like, I poke him a little bit. Every chance I get, I kind of poke him to see if my hand goes through him or something. But it doesn't happen, so. So I just, like, leave it. I don't say anything. But now I'm just like, what? It's paint? We're looking at paint. Why am I looking at paint?
Well, like I assume it's some kind of like face paint, or can I look at the paint closer?
Yes, and everyone who's looking at it now can also roll an intelligence or history check.
Well, you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do history. That was a nat 20 shard. Tell me what this. Tell me everything.
Heck yeah.
What
I'm
mountain
not even
range
gonna
is this
roll
paint made?
because both of those things suck
Wilmer
for me.
just looks down at it. He's like, look, paint! Guys, I got this.
And Wilmer, you feel a little silly because, of course, how could you forget when Pinky was holding up the spoke or the stick? It was gold and purple in nature. It had just the right curvature, like it dwindles out at the tip. That seems to be exactly the shape of this hole that you're looking at. This was indeed where the stick must have fallen during the battle, but it is no longer here.
Okay, nobody move. We need to look for footprints. This is where the spoke fell into the ground. So something took it from here.
So someone recently painted it and it was still wet. And we need to look for somebody who has gold and purple paint on their hands.
What?
Either that or it was just painted real bad. Like they didn't put a primer and they didn't like sand the spoke before they painted it.
Okay, yeah, that's
It's
probably
like
what it was.
flakes, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they just didn't.
Yeah, okay, let's look for
adequately
footprints
prime
then.
it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And as you all begin to search, I'm going to pan to our dear Asher and Swoleston.
So what we've eaten so far is the steak. And that's basically it.
Good thing.
You hear a whisper in the wind. You also had the gross wings.
Oh yeah.
I didn't eat I ate the steak.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you were fine eating the steak, right? You didn't have any weird. You felt fine, right?
I was a little rich. Kind of like had some backed me up a little bit for the next day, but you know, it's mostly because I didn't have any of the vegetables that day. But
Yeah, fair. You protein loaded without, balancing out your diet a little bit there.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But yes, we also we mostly went to the meat place because apparently the proprietor of that location is someone that the rest of the group knows. I've never met her, but they seem to be concerned, so we ordered steak from her. Seemed fine.
A Marge, yes.
A Marge, yes. Just the one Marge, but apparently there might be two. We're not too sure.
All that I know is one, but I was just saying Marge as in like recollection, but there might be more Marges. I'm really not one to I don't know everyone here, so there could be more than one Marge. But yes,
fair.
Marge the meat lady.
Yes.
Definitely what I call her.
So, I think what I'm looking for is something that can potentially help the group excel, rather than poison and kill them the way that a lot of the stuff we've been eating has done in the past.
Some things I could suggest for you. Have you tried the funnel cakes?
Again, just the steaks.
Yeah, you're right. You just told me that. Sorry. It's been a wild day, and I'm just so overwhelmed by the bachelorette party. It's just really fun.
Yes. Can't wait to get the ball and chain. Yes.
Yes, but the funnel cake definitely can. It has some fun effects. I think you folks might really enjoy.
Nice. I take out like a medical notebook that I have and start scribbling. Yes, funnel cake, quote, fun effects. Perfect. Most things are pretty good. If you wanted, there's Felix is a really good place. If you just need to go to one restaurant and get things, Felix is one of the best places in the carnival. I would really recommend. Which one was that again, Shar?
That is the alchemy, like, hold on. How did I describe it?
I take great notes.
It's a wooden wagon that was like filled with a window of alchemy supplies, different like fizzing potions and drinks mainly.
See, it's interesting that the scarier looking ones you've mentioned seem to be good.
Oh, and if we're going to Felix, you gotta make sure you try the cream soda. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And of course, like there's some different shots you can have. I think we should go to Felix's if we're gonna get one thing at a time, just one place. I think we should really go visit there to get foods for your friends.
All right, sounds good. Cool. As long as they don't have words like the cookie killer cream soda or the shoot you in the head shots.
Oh no, there's some interesting shots that I think are a lot of fun to have, to be honest. But nothing I think you folks can handle it.
Cool. Let's do Felix.
Oh, of course we're at a bachelorette.
Yes.
What do bachelorettes do? We take shots.
Right.
So we need to just go for some shots there. So we have to go to Felix's. We have to get those shots.
Perfect. I'm learning more about this story that we've concocted every day.
Both of you can give me a perception check as you begin to walk towards the food court.
Cool.
12.
That's also 12. Nice.
Hey.
You both hear a whistle on the wind.
Like a sexy whistle or a
like a tweet whistle. Not like a you're hot whistle. But it's not something that you've heard before while you're here.
Do you know what that was?
You could both roll insight since you both heard it.
All right.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sick. 14.
14! No, I got 13. I was like, yeah, it's 14.
Asher, it sounds like someone's trying to get your attention. It's like a signal whistle.
It sounds like someone's trying to get our attention, but that has previously been bad. Just act cash. Just
okay.
Real cash. I'm gonna look around for whoever's trying to get our attention.
Investigation.
So over here.
Yes. Interesting.
Points.
Cool. That's a 4 on my investigation.
Damn.
Oh boy, come on. Yes, natural 20.
Yes. We love it.
Swoleston, you see on the exit of this pathway, right before you get to the food court, is a Dr. Stella tucked in by one of the tents that seems to be whistling at you and ushering you over.
Over, I see, over here. Asher. I know this person. It's
Dr. Stella.
She's in and I point at the lock necklace again. She's part of the bachelorette party.
Yes, the bachelorette party. Mm-hmm.
I think we found
Winks
the name
really
of our group.
obviously.
Yeah, right. And
Our team name.
As you approach, I will shift back to Borba, Steve, and Wilmer. Wilmer, I believe you had something that you were on the tip of your tongue from saying before I cut you off. in that last scene?
Oh, we were looking for footprints.
Yes.
Indeed. Go ahead and commit your search.
Commence my search.
We do it.
I lower my head along the ground and I look for any big deviations along what I assume is kind of like grassy dirt, kind of like worn by things. And I got a 24 investigation.
With your eyes focused on the floor, you see a variety of hard candy sweets, ribbons from the parade, etc., etc. You also, with a 24, you're able to almost map out the entire battle that happened between the thralls and those jawbreakers earlier. And there's a softer set of footprints that are leading towards one of the tents on the far side.
There's a lot of fighting here, which we all know I'm really good at. And also a set of footprints that looks lighter, so I think we could take them. And it's leading over towards that tent.
All right.
Cool. Let's do it.
Let's check it out.
I think we should use the Steve skill, which is sneakiness.
Okay, I'm a little rusty. It's been a while, but yeah, let's do it.
At this point in time of this like flashback, you would all be able to hear a whistle.
What? What?
Everyone just looks up. What?
What's that noise? There's a lot of noises here. Do we know that's for us?
Does it? Is it coming from everywhere? Is it coming from the direction of the tent?
It is.
Is it
You can roll a perception to pinpoint said whistle.
Point? Can't we just
20.
steal Swoleston's
Dirty.
20? Because I got a 4.
Yeah, I got 10, so I'm going to go with Steve knows where the hell this is.
Yes. So, Wilmer, you are so focused on the footprints themselves that the whistle doesn't seem as important to you, so you can't really tell where it is.
It's a whistle.
But Steve, you are correct, or someone made the assumption that it is also beckoning you to the tent in a quicker manner.
I think we should go check that out.
And you can
Yeah,
also
yes.
see that it's where Asher and Swoleston were headed.
Oh, hey, look!
Hey,
It's Asher and Swoleston. Let's go!
I think we should go.
I go.
And
we'll
as
just
you
not be sneaky at all. It's fine.
It's Asher and Swoleston.
As you approach, you do see Stella, Dr. Stella, beckoning Asher and Swoleston, and in turn beckoning you forward. And she says, you're all together now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. So you walk up to Dr. Stella, and she opens up the tent, and you head in. This is filled with various stock crates filled with prizes from some of the lesser known midway games here. And I'm stalling because I'm what is Dr. Stella sound like?
I'm did she
She was
also?
Southern, wasn't
She's Southern,
she?
yeah.
was.
But I'm what?
was.
I need a trigger sentence.
Y'all.
Oh, hey, y'all. Yeah.
Hey, y'all.
Thank y'all for coming in here. I found this key. It leads to the fun house. It was near where I think Pinky was before, and I've never been to the fun house before. And now might be the perfect time to get inside because I think Hecna's pretty busy looking for that stick. Would you be able to help me out?
Are we not supposed to be looking for the stick as well?
Well, we are, but didn't you see? I saw an empty hole over there. It's long gone. Somebody already picked that up.
Do you think the stick might be in the funhouse? Or we just want to go in the funhouse?
I'm not sure if the stick is in the funhouse, but the funhouse is Hecna's main area, main domain, and I feel like we might be able to get some deep information from in there while we know that he's busy looking for the missing stick.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm into that.
The Char,
Little
the
B&E.
light footprints were leading towards this tent, correct?
Yes, that's right.
Can I do a quick once over inside this tent to see if I can see?
You
Those
were
previous
following
footprints?
those footprints so well. They are Dr. Stella's footprints.
Can I scope out this Dr. Stella? Read her while she's talking.
Sure, yeah. She continues on. My sister Sophie, she's been lost, but I think we might be able to get her back as long as we can take down Hecna. And the only way I know how is to gather information and make the best assessment we can. What are you rolling?
I got a 26 insight.
Woo! She seems to be speaking the truth. She really does want to try and save her sister from her current fate of being Hecna's lieutenant.
And the point of her saying that she found a hole that I didn't suspect that she was trying to cover up that she found something while it was there?
No,
Okay.
yeah, you think that she was telling the truth, that she had already seen that area and didn't catch who had taken it.
Pause. Is them being sisters, is that new information?
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, did we know
I
that
think
already?
That's new information, I think.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize I hadn't told you. Yeah, Sophie, the Chandler of Flesh, haven't you seen the resemblance? And now that you're looking at her, they both have like red frizzy hair. They're both human. And they both wear a lab coat, but that's where the similarities kind of stop.
Huh.
We came to the Revelia long ago as, not we. She came long ago, and she was only going to stay a short time, but then she never came back, and that's why I'm here. I came hunting for her, hunting and looking, and I found her, but she's strayed very far from where we used to be as young women.
Does she have any lock and key symbol on her?
You can, go ahead and look.
Roll a luck.
Roll a look.
Roll to look. I got 15.
As you're searching for this specific symbol, you see a small embroidered symbol in gold at the base of one of her pockets. That is indeed a keyhole.
I also think there was a keyhole on her tent, yeah? Or am I
Yes,
crazy?
the first aid tent has a keyhole on it as well.
Okay.
I trust nothing. Me as a player, Wilmer is gullible. So I guess he'll look at the footprints that are obviously Stella's coming from the hole and just kind of be confused for a second, then be like, I think you're right. Knowing how any kind of secrets is just as good as having whatever Hecna wants this badly, right?
I also think that maybe we can keep searching for the sticks. I don't think whoever found it knows what it is, because if they did, they would have turned it in already. It's a big reward that's up for sale. Or not sale, for a big reward for the return of the stick. And
Yeah.
I feel like it wasn't a stick. It was more like a spoke. Or
Yeah, so maybe they think
a
they're looking for a literal
bicycle
stick.
thing. It's not wood, I don't think, and it's got some what purple and gold paint on it. Have you seen anything with purple and gold paint today?
The stick is... Locke will be able to tell you more. I don't know too much about it, but it's an integral part of something that we can build to either get the hell out of the Revelia or defeat Hecna himself once we have all the parts. The stick is one of the main parts, though. I know that.
Can I arcana this room?
Sure, yeah.
So I was just guys, just go to the fun house. That's the thing.
No, that's great.
No, there's something.
While we're
I
standing
got
around, do any of you look still really hurt?
I'm fine.
I look like I have 43 out of 87 hit points, and I usually have 112 hit points.
Okay.
That's how I look.
That's how you look.
Yeah, not to metagame or anything.
Not to metagame or anything. You look about, you look about that. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. All right. I'm gonna, while we're talking, Swoleston will make their way over to Borba and be like, do you mind? No, I'm doing the southern accent. No.
It's
Sorry.
Happens.
Here we go. Yeah, the southern accent is quite, I'm just gonna be all over the place with my accents. It's fine.
That's what happens with accents. They're like, you hear one and you're like, oh, that's just me now.
That's just me now. Yes, I will give you also 10 hit points for touching you on the shoulder.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Oh, you're
Borba,
welcome.
you're not looking so hot. Is something bothering you?
I mean,
More than usual, with being
I mean,
here?
I feel like we all had a really rough night. We all just fought a dragon, and some of us almost died. At least I didn't almost die. Steve's probably worse off than I am right now.
Hello?
But I mean, I haven't been sleeping very well. If that's what you're talking about.
Not sleeping too well. Well, here, I think I have something for that. And Wilmer, what did you roll?
My Arcana was 18.
Looking around the room, there doesn't seem to be any sort of auras, but as soon as Dr. Stella opens up her little satchel, you can definitely clock a few medicinal herbs that have a magical quality to them. You recognize what has been used on your nose when it was a clown nose and other things like that. But the room itself, you don't even see there's no Hecna poster in this tent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And she reaches into her bag and she pulls out a vial of yellow liquid that seems to have a hint of glowing aura to it. And you see small blue glitter flowing through the tube. And she hands it to you, Borba. And she says, this should help you there. It's a vial of vitality.
Huh.
It'll cure up your tiredness that you're feeling real quick. It's the moment you
It's
drink
a Red
it.
Bull.
Yeah.
5-hour energy.
This is
Cool.
a potion of vitality in D&D lore. So for the next 24 hours, you regain the maximum number of hit points for any hit die you spend, and it also removes any exhaustion you are currently suffering and cures any disease or poison affecting you.
Cool. I don't know if I should take that right now or after we take if we're gonna do a long rest, because I might fuck up again and get exhausted.
Yeah, so the item in question has been spoken for. Spoken. Never mind.
I see what you did there.
I was trying to do a CSI thing the entire time you were doing an investigation. Do we have a room in the hostile hotel, hostile hostel. Do we have time to go take a eighter? Or do we only have time to meditate for maybe an hour?
Well, that's what my key's for. The only way we can use the funhouse keys is through an actual keyhole. You know how many keyholes there are in here? Not very many.
2.
But what?
Huh?
Oh, not those. No, real keyholes. But there is one in the boring room. That's how you get inside. So this key should work if we go in the boring room. If you wanted to take a long rest beforehand, that should be all right. I am a little pressed for time because I know that Hecna's busy right now, but
Yes.
if you're really not well, and she looks at all of you, you do seem very run down. The Revelia can definitely take out a lot of you.
Telling a bride-to-be that they look tired is always a good idea.
She just stares at you.
Well, I suppose that's something that we as a group should probably discuss when we get to the boring room.
I also, for your trouble, I do have something for you, if you'd like to help me out. And she takes out this large crossbow. And she says, it's a crossbow right now because that's my weapon of choice, but this will actually change its form to whatever suits you best, either a simple or martial weapon, which means that it can be like a longbow, short bow, crossbow, club, like anything, any basic weapon in D&D.
Interesting.
She says it's real magical. It does require attunement though. But it'll deal a lot of damage, and it also it makes people drop shit if they're carrying it, because the funny thing is once it hits you, the projectile turns into rotten fruit. It's called the critic's crossbow right now, but it's so gross that people got to make a con save, and if they fail it, they just vomit profusely and drop whatever they're holding. It's real handy in the Revelia.
Amazing.
I love it.
Steve, I feel like that would be really great for you because you could just steal whatever the heck they drop, right?
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I feel like I have a lot going on right now. If I'm
Do
being
you have
completely
space to attune to any more things? I feel like you have so many magic things.
I
Not
do
to
actually.
metagame. I feel like Borba would just know you have a lot of magic shit.
Well, I gave Wilmer the tattoo.
Wow, it's
so.
almost as though
Oh, yeah, you got
something
rid of the
just got
tattoo.
given away.
I forgot that Wilmer had that cool tattoo.
Yeah, I got this super cool skull.
How could I
candy
forget?
and
You
Wilmer
ripped your
just, like, lifts
shirt.
Up, his sleeve and like, yes.
God.
Looks
I
like
need to
a
pay more
biker now.
attention.
Yeah, I'm cool.
And as Wilmer points out their tattoo, Swoleston, you would it like sort of draws you to Wilmer. You haven't really given him much of a look-see, and you notice the hard candy skull that he has on his head right now.
Oh, I recognize that. Have you did you know about the secret compartment in that there skull?
There's a secret compartment in a dragon skull.
Oh yeah.
It's not like a bag. It's like a piece of like candy bone.
Like
and
we
then
killed
Wilmer will,
it.
like, take it off.
Yeah, but if you go near their teeth, there's a thing there. If you push it,
What?
you should there might be something in there compartment there.
Dragons
push
have
it.
false teeth? What are they, spies?
Oh, I was picturing like a snake venom sitch.
Oh, that makes more sense.
You take out a tooth, Wilmer?
I
push on the
it
thingy? Yeah,
if
okay.
It makes it put.
And
like,
as
the
you
tooth.
push, a small piece in like the hard palate of this dragon skull slides out, and a black ticket falls to your hand.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god,
Oh,
they're just stashing
God,
tickets
Kate,
up in there.
We can't. Guys, wait, is there just the one thing?
Yep, it's just one black ticket.
Oh my goodness!
Push the other teeth.
Yeah,
What
break-
about the other
break
teeth,
all the
though?
teeth.
Push all the other teeth.
You find 20 diamonds! No.
Oh my gosh!
No, it's just the one compartment. But it
Well,
is
Wilmer would just
reusable if you have anything that you would like to
Okay.
hide.
I put one diamond. No, I
Yeah, if we found more
put-
diamonds, Wilma would just be like, I already have those.
Back onto the
I put a
coast.
diamond in the compartment.
Okay, great.
Because I can't put the ticket back there. Because if everyone knows that there's a ticket in there, they're gonna know to look there for the ticket.
You can put it in this extra dimensional bag if you wish.
It's okay, Wilmer. I'm not gonna steal your ticket. We're a team.
Okay.
I might.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
put
Steve
down
might.
my pants.
You think that would stop me?
Steve! Steve, I'm 16!
She's like your mom. It's fine.
It equals 100 red tickets.
Well, also, when we left, that's what we used to leave the first time, right? And,
That's true. I think they changed that policy though, didn't
yeah,
they?
they did.
Yeah,
but what
they
if
did.
we can find someone who hasn't heard about that?
But
And
we
then
don't want to
we
leave
leave.
until
I
we're
don't
done.
know how this works, but yeah, I mean,
fixing
it's also
stuff.
one. I'm not just gonna leave you guys all here. That'd be just rude. But
Fair.
Insight check.
you guys.
Wilmer was the one that wanted to stay way back when we did that one.
Yeah, where'd this come from?
I'm not leaving. And we're just protecting it. With junk that no one wants to touch because I'm 16 and that would be inappropriate.
It would be.
Yeah.
Can we go?
Unless we
somewhere
kill
else?
you first and then loot your body.
Unless like the god voice is just like, take it out of your pants.
Then an inventory
Just
just pops
like
up.
take the ticket out to give to Steve.
What if I hit
Just
you
do
with the
it.
crossbow that makes you throw up and drop all your items?
The ticket falls out
Fall
your
out of
leg.
my pant leg?
Let's-
It
Yeah.
drops what they carry, not everything they own.
Not everything that's in their pants.
I know. All right. Let's go
zombie.
to let's go to the fun house.
We should go sleep now.
Yeah, let's go to the boring room first. We can
Boring
discuss how long
At
we want
least
to wait.
sleep in the boring room and then we can use the keyhole out.
But let's get a move on.
Before
Yeah.
we leave,
Well, if we're going for a nap, we have to go through the food court to get to the hostel, so we can stock up.
yeah, we need shots apparently, and a funnel
Yes,
cake.
yes, we need to go. We need to get some shots. They are so good. So we need to go get some shots. We can,
funnel cake,
get some food.
cream soda.
Beignets.
I'm down. I had a really long day. Let's do it.
Before we leave, I'm gonna take that I'm gonna do that thing where I'm the last person to leave again, and I'm gonna take out the like medical notes that we stole from her a long time ago, and I'm just gonna like sheepishly like present them to her and be like, apologies, they did help, but we were dishonest. Here you go.
Oh, well, thank you for your honesty. I do hope you know you can always come to me if you need anything or anything at all. I do want to... We're on the same team.
Yes, perhaps if we get more downtime, I'll come back for some medical training, and then I just like run away really quickly.
Did you put the additional notes on... Did you add to these notes? Because you were the one that put it 2 and 2 together about
No,
how
I
to...
copied her notes into my notes and then added the additions. So
So
unfortunately,
she still has no fucking idea.
Nope.
Great. All right.
Dang it.
I'll tell her later when we meet up. Colleague to colleague.
Wait, isn't she coming with us?
Yeah, I'm coming. I
Oh.
could use some... I
Software.
really like the cookies at Candy's. So let's see what we get.
All right.
And you all walk to the food court. So there are 3 main areas here that you are able to get your delicious food from. You don't have to eat here. You can bring it back with you, the fresh foods, to the hostel. But there's Felix's Elixirs, which is the wooden wagon that has mainly beverages, potions, and the like. There is Candy's Emporium, which is where you've ordered the beignets from. It's mainly sweet treats, desserts, that sort of thing. And then there's Marge's Meadery. But as you approach the food court, you see that Marge's Meadery, all the lights are currently out and the door is closed.
I'm peeking in.
Steve,
I must.
You approach and you see a be back soon in, and then there's like one of those clocks and it's 45 minutes on the clock.
I'm breaking in.
She's
You open the
Wow.
door, and as you go, you're about to, I assume, use your thieves' tools. And as you do so, the door just swings open. It's been left
That
unlocked.
was anticlimactic, but I want to look for anything that would link it, would tell us that this is our Marge, i.e. cigars.
The door swings open, and it's not what you would have expected. As you enter, there are signs of a struggle here. Tables have been turned over. The cash register is open with nothing inside. And there is no sign of Marge. But as you do, give me an investigation.
16.
As you see the cash register being empty, you do see under the bar there is a cigar box.
Can I tell, like, who was involved with the struggle? Like does it look like Marge was like taken, or
Yeah.
Just that, like,
go
she was robbed, and so now it's taking a break. Because, like, she was robbed.
you can roll an insight check on what clues you found.
22.
Woo, yeah. Marge, the Marge you know is someone that would not be taken lightly. And this struggle that you do see somehow has a link to her that you are able to feel with this insight roll. But you don't seem to see any sign of where they were taken.
Like, I can't tell, like, back door, front door kind of thing.
It's a mess everywhere. As you look at the floor, there does seem to be, like, with the blood from the meadery, there are various sets of footprints. And I will tell you that you see 2 feet that are very small, similar to your own feet, in fact, gnomish in nature or a similar creature. And someone being dragged. And the gnome feet go to the front door, so you can put 2 and 2 together that they put the sign.
What's his face is a gnome. Oh my god.
Scooter?
Scooter's a gnome.
Ooh.
That fucker.
And we told him to go to
Oh no.
Food court.
Not
we
here,
told him
but
to
we
go
told
to
him
the
to
we told him to go to the
food
food court for the stick. Fuck. But we didn't mention Marge, did we?
We didn't.
Yeah.
Unless Marge maybe had it. Can I look for flecks of gold and purple paint?
Yes, go ahead and roll investigation.
Oh my goodness. Are we in here as well, by the way?
God damn it.
I
Not
just
great.
assume
11.
I'm going ahead to get
I
stuff.
assume we just see Steve walk in and we're like, okay, let's go.
If you would like to be with Steve,
yeah,
sure.
I feel like
Help me.
we are both here.
Okay.
Sorry, what did you do? I'm gonna fail as well because I haven't taken my thing yet because I want to see if I fail my roll for my nightmares. So sorry, I have to roll with a disadvantage, but
This is
There's an
investigation looking for. I will let you use. You can use the help action, Borba.
Okay, so I
that
would just be
Steve can
flat.
roll again.
oh, okay, yes, do that. Do that. I help you.
It was worse. 9.
Fuck. God damn it.
So yeah, with an 11, you don't seem to find any flakes of paint.
Did someone say paint? And then I run in and I look for the paint.
Yes.
We're like, oh man,
Everyone has infinite advantage.
I just straight rolled an 18.
An 18. Wilmer, you are able to clock the footprints, the cash register, everything that Steve has already found. You don't seem to find any flecks of paint here.
I see no paint.
Is
I've
there a
been
back?
misled.
Is there a back door?
There is.
Like a back area? Have we looked there yet?
You have not opened the back door or attempted to open the back door.
I would love
I'm
to
so
look in the back
terrified
area.
of what's back there. At this fucking meadery, there's got to be some shit.
Oh my god.
Oh, sure. Oh, sure.
Alright.
Steve, you go to open the back door. This is not a refrigerator door, although there is a fridge in
worse.
this in this establishment. The back door, as you open it, roll a perception check. Oh no, what's your passive perception?
That was 22 or
24.
something. Oh, it's better now.
24.
You've gotten better.
You can see like a shimmer on this door between you and the outside. A magical shimmer.
I have the spell alarm. Would I know if this is the spell alarm?
Yes, you would. Yes.
I don't think I can do anything to dispel that. But that is interesting because that's what I was gonna do. All right. So I'm guessing that they took her out this way. Sorry, this is like to the back alley kind of an area,
Yes,
or
that's right. So all of the various like merchandise stands and stuff. This is like the staff area.
all right. All right. Can I see like dragging marks through the back alley, or?
As you look, the shimmer is sort of giving you a bit of. It's not the alarm spell exactly like the one that you use, and it's giving there's some sort of facade here. You don't think you're seeing what you're seeing. And that
I don't think I.
is where we're going to take our break.
Yay!
See you
Be
in
back.
10 minutes.
BRB. BRB.
Rocket your accessories to new heights with nerdy and gay Vancouver-based Rocketman props. Their enamel and laser-cut wooden pins and waterproof coasters come in all your favorite franchises. Their enamel potion pins will make sure that you always have that health potion on you when you need it. And you're gonna need it. Worry not, though. Any order over $35 ships free to Canada and the US. Plus, if you use the promo code TIDDIES with double D's, you can get 20% off their store at rocketmanprops.com. That's rocketmanprops.com to save the day.
If you're looking to support Indigenous businesses, check out Simply Indigenous. They are a monthly curated box that includes products made by Indigenous peoples and businesses. Their products range from skincare, beadwork, books, coffee, and much more. Their main goal is to support Indigenous businesses through Canada by creating an accessible and direct avenue to a wide range of Indigenous products. Today, supporting Indigenous is more important than ever, and Simply Indigenous allows you to do just that while also receiving some amazing products right to your door. So, simply shop Indigenous at simplyindigenous.ca.
Do you have a favorite D&D spell?
Mine's Fireball!
Of course it is. Well, now you can sport your favorite D&D spells on merch. Modern Arcana's modern graphic design will change the way you think of spellcasters. With spells level 1 through 3 available on their website, they are expanding as quick as they can get all of their designs on shirts, posters, and mugs. Keep your eyes out in 2021 for their full deck of spell cards, formatted in an easy-to-read and stylish-to-look-at format. modernarcana.shop. What's your favorite spell?
Crack.
Hello, and we are back. Steve, you have just found a shimmering aura at the back of Marge's meadery where Marge is nowhere to be found. And you seem to be taking an interest in this magical alarm spell that seems to be elevated in some way. And as you approach it, Dr. Stella opens up the door and she says, "Hey, what y'all doing in here? It's closed."
I think because somebody had a bad time and I gestured to everything everywhere.
Not by choice, it's closed.
Yeah, this looks like somebody got messed up. And
Oh, no.
I know who works here and they wouldn't have gone down without a fight. Clearly.
Yeah, Marge works here. It's funny, she was so friendly when I first met her. Well, as friendly as Marge can be. But she seemed different after a while.
Really? Interesting.
Well,
Yeah.
can I cast alarm on the other side of that alarm? So,
Yes.
like, if someone
On our
comes
side of the
in,
alarm?
Yes.
no, on the other
Your
side.
alarm.
So, like, they hit my alarm first.
Yes, you definitely can.
Thank you.
How long does that take? Are you casting it as a ritual or just as a regular spell?
Sorry, you cut out for a sec.
Oh, sorry.
What was it?
Are you just using a spell slot to cast, or are you casting it as a ritual?
I just used my last spell slot.
Okay,
It's fine.
cool.
It's just like a minute. So
it'll
and then it lasts for,
happen really quick. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it lasts for 8 hours.
If we get 3 more alarms, we can make a chili.
What?
I
I don't get it.
5 alarm chili.
5 alarm chili.
I am in pain. Physical pain.
I thought it was funny.
I'll keep my eye out for Marge. That was a good idea, casting that alarm spell. But we gotta go. I hate to be the pushy person, but Heckna won't be busy for long, especially if we need a rest before we go and follow
Yeah,
where
no.
this key leads us.
We're on a timeline here. We'll just keep an eye out for Marge, I guess, if she's around anywhere.
All right, what do you want to eat?
Hey guys!
Swoleston, what do you recommend?
Oh, going back to New Zealand. Well, sorry there. Okay, we're back a little bit
Trigger
in the
word. Oh, hey there, eh?
Oh, hey there, eh? How's it going there, eh? Go out for a rip, eh, there, bud.
Pocket
So there's
hoser.
a fucking hoser. That's actually a good. I guess I forgot to ask how PG-13 this channel is.
Oh, it's
It's
R.
not.
Yeah.
okay,
We're
good.
not.
Okay, good.
Our name is Tabletop Tiddies. Like,
It's true.
we're out
It's
there.
true.
It's all
It's
good.
But yeah, depending on where we want to go, I said Felix's is a great place. We can go get shots and really kind of put on that bachelorette
Oh yeah.
vibe. Oh yeah. It's real good there. They have some good shots over there. And then the Candy Emporium's always a good place. I said the funnel cakes are pretty fun. The fun is in the name, right? It's a funnel cake. Pretty good. The candies are pretty tasty that I've tried. But yeah, and then I guess this place is closed. Some of the steaks and the beef are really good, but I don't
I
really.
suppose one of the more important questions that we should be asking you is, what is the worst possible thing that we could eat here?
What?
So we can avoid it.
Yes,
Fair.
the one that will cast death.
Well, I don't know if anything casts death quite per se. I haven't gotten around to all of the menu quite yet. I'm still making my way through. But some of the stuff that I have, like, I haven't really encountered anything that I've tried at Felix's that has really given me any sort of upset tummy or anything. Just if you said you've tried the wings here are not great from here as well. You really kind of did not great. Also, the deep fried stuff from here, not great. If you're not from around here, you kind of need a strong stomach for that.
Excellent.
But yeah, from the candy place, so again, depends on what you have. I said I haven't really tried everything yet, but most of it's candy. It's no nutrition anyway. It's just you eat it and it's sweet. So
let's get some shots.
Yes.
Five shots, and then some. I'm intrigued about the funnel cake, and of course, Wilmer, for your
Stella's still with us. We should probably include.
Stella, do you want shots? Let's get
6
some shots.
Oh, you know me. I'd go
Stop.
for a shot or two.
I have
feel like we
25
should get
tickets.
12 shots. Like, I feel like everyone needs to do 2 shots.
Especially if y'all are going to have a long rest. Eating, of course, we should eat before we do our long rest and really rejuvenate our bodies. As a healer, that's important to me. But, I
Same.
mean, I do know that there are some great benefits to some of these meals, but you'll lose them if you have a long rest. So perhaps we should stock up a bit and get some for the morning as well. Or as
and-
morning as it can be here.
Yeah, so, like, you know how, like, when a bride's about to get married, like, you just wake up and you just drink mimosas?
Yes.
Mhm.
We can get the equivalent of mimosas.
How do you
for
know
tomorrow
all of
morning.
this? Like, have you had? I feel like when I met you, you hadn't had any alcohol, and now
Have
you're
you
suddenly an
been
expert.
To
Like,
a royal wedding? I mean, I was kept pretty like restrained, but I definitely went and visited some other people's royal weddings and saw some people making some pretty bad decisions.
fair enough. All right, that's good. That's a good answer for me. Let's go.
I don't know how much this is going to cost, but I'll put in
I feel
15
like we have a lot.
red tickets.
We also have that black ticket,
Yeah,
so
like, do
I
we
wouldn't
wanna
worry.
Crash it?
Do we want to break it, though? I feel like there was something in here that got us, like, we needed black tickets to see Heckner or something like
That's fair. Like that'll be like last case, like worst case scenario. I feel like we don't want to go there. We won't tell them we have the black ticket until like they're like, this costs 1 black ticket. You know?
Yeah.
well, there is one item that does cost 1 black ticket.
Ooh.
That's
What?
the boot of Heckna at Felix's. That is a very expensive ticket.
Is it an actual
Of
boot?
Heckna? Is it a boot?
Yeah, it's like one of those like glass boots that you drink out of. It's really a good drink, but it's very expensive.
Does
I
anyone
also
know
feel
what
like
it
that
does?
probably does a bad thing to you if it's Heckna's boot.
But maybe no. Heckna's great.
I mean, yeah,
Heckna
Heckna's
is
really
the
great.
Best person ever.
Yeah,
Why
it's
would
great.
boot
Gives you
do bad things?
Tons of sex appeal and sorry, I thought we were all layering
What?
on. What? I don't know what Heckner is
Excuse me?
into. I'm trying to appeal to every avenue that
That's fair.
Heckna's good
You
at
don't know who's-
math. Heckna's an architect. Heckna loves, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know who's listening.
Poetry.
It's fine.
Okay,
Aren't we
Swoleston, do you want to direct us towards the shots?
Oh yeah, just over here. If you just follow me, where it's just like a couple of carts down.
We follow.
And so lead everyone to Felix's Elixirs. And as you open the door, you see this short halfling dressed in long robes and rounded, super thick lenses that make his eyes huge. And he says, "Hello, Swoleston, my favorite customer. Come. Oh, you bring friends. Come, everyone.
Okay.
Welcome to Felix's Elixirs, where magic and power await."
Swoleston, please order for us. I don't
Yeah.
have the
I don't-
spoons left to I literally don't have
I-
the spell slots to deal with this person right now.
I'm not like.
Wow, way to be mean to my really cool NPC.
Well,
I just love the phrase. I don't have the spell slots to deal with this person. It's so good.
that's very good.
That is such a mood. Oh, hey there. How's it going? How's your day been? Has it been busy for you over here, Felix?
Yes, business has been booming. Nobody seems to be going to Marge's meadery. You don't want that swill over there. Everyone seems to be coming to me. Don't go to Candy's Emporium either. No. You stay here. You spend your tickets here.
Yep, I made the right choice not talking to this person.
Wow.
I've been serving the Revelia for quite some time, you person there.
I'm sorry, I believe I said that in Canadian, which is my out of character voice.
Well, excuse me, maybe I'm a little bit meta.
What's happening?
What my friend means to say is they're very tired and we need some shots because it's their bachelorette party.
Yeah, we need to give them more energy to keep the party going.
Getting married, having a party. All right. You know what? If you're having a party, you get one round on me.
Oh, heck yes.
Oh dear, Felix, that is too kind. That is too kind, Felix. But that's very generous, and I won't say no to free alcohol.
Yeah, no,
I've never ever in my life said no to free alcohol.
Here. And he takes out, they use he, they pronouns. They take out, how many are there of you? 6?
Yeah.
6.
So they take out 6 clear bottles and they pour some elegantly swirly gray liquid into these shot glasses. And this, here you go. It's a moon sign shot. Very good for this time of night. Drink. Go.
Do I have to?
I drink it.
Okay.
Do I need a
I
lemon?
just chug it.
Wait, do
Do
we
I
want
speed
to
salt
do
or
a
anything?
cheers?
Yes. Which one of you is my maid of honor?
I just
don't
chug
think
it.
you've chosen one
I'll
yet.
just
haven't
chose it
chosen-
like
we
I
haven't either.
volunteer as tribute. I just like
Right.
chugged it and shoved it back down. I'm just like, we got this.
All right, let's go, everybody.
Okay. Shot.
And you
Tastes great, by the way.
all, it does. Borba, you can describe how it tastes.
Oh, do I just like choose?
You can make
Is
it up,
not-
yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
it tastes like strawberries. It's so good. Like it's what you would imagine like a healing potion would taste like, because they're usually like in little red, like they're like little red in the flask, but this is just gray, so you wouldn't expect it would taste that way, but it does taste that way. It's
Are we
great.
talking like fresh strawberries or like
Yeah.
strawberry candy?
Like fresh straws.
Oh, snap. The straws.
All right.
Fresh drops.
You also all feel a sort of connection to the moon, and you are able to cast Moonbeam at 2nd level once within 1 hour after consuming it.
Oh.
Oh my god!
Let's go find Heckna right now. Let's go.
We can all just get it. Moonbeam.
Why did we drink these before? We need to order some of these to. Do you have any sippy cups for to go?
It's funny you should say you want a sippy cup. I have a very special sippy cup. I have to find it on my thing here. Hold on 1 second. I know my menu off by heart, but it changes, you know?
That's fair.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta keep the stuff going. Gotta stay with the times, you know?
Yes. Oh, I do have one. It's not a sippy cup, but it's a very special drink. It's a bit pricey though. The Boot of Hackna. You heard of it? Yes.
I have heard of it.
In
I
passing.
heard that
Is
it
it-
was
it sounds-
5 red tickets.
Yes.
I-
I too, it was heard 5 was the price.
Yep.
The
That's-
Boot
Can I-
of Hackna is not 5 red tickets. Swoleston, you know the Boot of Hackna is not 5 red tickets.
It wasn't Swoleston, it was around the
Yeah, I
Revelia
think
just
it was somebody
word spreading.
around that was just
Yeah.
like not
Yeah.
paying attention.
Exactly,
It was one
exactly.
Of those
Not me.
jawbreakers.
What
They
was
were
it?
like, ooh, love it.
Scooter? Scooter was
Scooter. Yes, I know the Scooter.
Scooter was telling us it was 5.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he is a liar. You do not listen to anything Scooter tells you. This is very premium beverage. This is 1 black ticket. Or if you be nice to me, maybe I'll give to you for 100 red ticket.
I'm just subtly elbowing
But
Steve
that-
as hard as I can.
The same thing. Isn't
But,
one
of course.
red ticket 100.
Yes, it's the same. But you know,
It's
the
the same-
black
you're
tickets,
just
they
saying it
have
differently.
they have a bit more of a je ne sais quoi, you know? The black tickets, you know, you learn.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you want sippy cups? Here you go. And he has, they pull up limited edition Revelia merch cups.
I love it.
Heck yeah.
Are they like
now-
the elevator, like with the swirly straws?
Yes, exactly. This goes with our beer. You know, Swoleston, they've been collecting almost every type of sippy cup I got. Sippy cup, you know, limited edition, I call them. Limited edition.
Oh yeah, you should see my tent out back. It's I have like a whole shelf just dedicated to these sippy cups.
They're
That's
made
so
out
cool.
of glass. They're very special. Be
Whoa.
careful. They may
Whoa.
break, but that is why they are limited edition.
Ah.
That's
I
so
love
good.
Felix. I love Felix so
So
much.
good. Can I look? Is this tent like? I'm assuming this person is not safe. Like they do not have a lock on them. But I just kind of I think Borba is hoping they're cool because they seem really cool. So
yes.
she's gonna look and see if there is perhaps a way she can tell that they are cool or not. But I doubt it.
Yes.
They'll
What
know
what
or
did you
something.
roll?
I am going to roll perception at disadvantage because I still haven't. Well, you know what? It was a 22, so that wasn't too bad.
They do not have a lock on them from what you can
Okay.
see, but you do see actually, now that you're actively taking a gander in here, you do see a large Heckna poster on the wall. In like right center stage on the one of the wagon's walls.
All right, good to know.
More shots?
I was gonna say, Felix, why don't you bring everyone out a round of the cotton candy, or not cotton candy, cream soda. That's the one, the cream soda shot.
Yes, of course, the cream soda. It's beautiful, delicious, you know? I actually just whipped up new batch. It's even better than before. But this costs 4 red tickets each, no?
Yes, let us look
Sure.
at inventory. Where? How many? How many tickets does Borba have on her right now? I think she has some. Where
Does Swoleston have any tickets on them?
Oh yeah, I have some.
So Wilson, you would have like 75 red tickets.
Okay. You guys, it's been a pleasure knowing you. So I will buy this round. So I will pay for that.
You said it like you were about to die. I was like, it's been a pleasure knowing you. I'll pay for this one.
It's been a
Moonbeam on
pleasure.
all of us.
We're all going to die, so it's fine. This is the casket shot.
Oh my
You know,
goodness,
this
it's
is
very
quite
funny.
a good idea, Swoleston. The cream soda potions here are very delicious and actually very good for your health, but do not drink too many of them in a row. You might have some troubles, but one's all right with me.
I ate the steak, don't worry.
You see Borba writing like in a little notepad, being like, "Gray drink, moon, cream soda, good for health."
And do you all want to sit down? Where are you right now? Are you like standing at the bar? Did you want to get a booth? There are like 3 booths in here and a few small tables. There are a few revelers in here as well, sipping out of their legendary limited edition cups.
I would suggest that we get the rest of the food, the funnel cake, the ghost beignets, and we perhaps go and rent out the boring room and eat there so that we may begin our rest.
Mm-hmm.
You look like you're in a hurry. You want these ready for packaging, maybe? I don't have limited edition for this unless you pay, but I do have, here you go, some plastic cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's
How much
perfect.
are the moon ones?
The moonbeam shot 6 red
Moonshot.
tickets.
So, like, we could get a couple of, what are the other flavors? Because we could just get a few. I mean, I'm sorry, Swoleston. I know you said that the cream soda ones were the best.
Well,
But
we're
I'm
getting
just
those
feeling
ones.
like so we can try all of them and give a second opinion for your food blog.
Oh yeah, that would be a good idea for sure. Yeah, I would definitely need some other info. It'd probably be good to have like a peer review on some of these things. It would definitely probably
yeah.
give me more credibility on the in the circles, you know.
Swoleston, is there a concoction you have not yet tried from here?
Oh yeah, I don't think I've had your snow cone shot.
Snow cone, yes. Dessert with the beverage. It goes hand in hand. Then you can skip Candy's Emporium. Nobody needs that. I get you some snow cones too. They're 2 red tickets each. Does you want one for everyone?
Oh yeah. We all need to try it, I think.
All right, and so you all have a cream soda prepared, and you all get a sugary, icy treat of a snow cone, which can come in any flavor you desire. Felix has a bunch of different syrup pumps to go along with the snow cones. Do you want this now, or do you want these for later, the snow cones?
Can you somehow, time delay the freezing of the snow cone?
Yes, exactly. Some people come here very late, they have some nice drinks. They think they order with their eyes instead of with their bellies, and that they have to sleep, and that they have no more magic.
Yes.
I understand all of that.
So you want some delayed freeze on your snow cones?
Delay freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Oh,
Here we
yeah.
go.
Like
These
that
are
fine
good
blue.
until tomorrow, yes? Tomorrow's the next moon cycle.
Yeah.
When?
Good. Enjoy your cream soda potions. There you go. And you remember, Felix's is the best. You come see me whenever you need something. Heckna always says, I'm the best boss here.
Of
Okay.
course.
Oh my goodness, I could not imagine anybody being better. That is so true.
Thank you so much. I'm almost as good as him, but he's the best.
Of course. He's the best.
All right, I have a line. You go enjoy your
sorry.
drinks.
Yes,
Okay,
thank
bye.
Have a good night.
Is anyone drinking their cream soda potion now?
I'm going to save both of these for after the
Saving,
long
yeah.
rest.
Yeah, I'm saving them.
Okay.
I mean, I'll do it now so that someone does it.
Okay.
Wilmer, what's your HP at?
No.
You die.
I have 34 HP.
Dr. Stella, as you go to drink it, Dr. Stella puts a hand over the potion and she says, God, I'm all stuck in my French now.
Southern.
She says, oh, Wilmer, you're looking peachy keen. After a long rest, you'll be all set. I don't think you need to enjoy this cream soda potion now.
Okay. I mean, okay. And then I'll look over
similar-
at Swoleston and be
and
like,
she'll look
okay,
at everyone and say, it's similar to a greater healing potion, so, but a little bit cheaper than using the Heckna's handy helpers, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, they're kind of
Smart.
expensive.
Yeah.
But thinking about the time that we just looted a broken one.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
so
it's so
expensive.
so expensive.
So
Yeah.
expensive.
Expensive.
Ah.
All right, let's get going. Did we want to get something from the candy store before we head out?
Yes, the funnel cake and the ghost beignets for my spectral friend here.
Yes.
Wilmer just like looks down at himself and then like looks up and just kind of looks around.
Borba is also looking at
He's
you.
like, it's fine. It's fine.
Like-
and just keeps walking towards the.
Hey, excuse me, sir. Come. Before you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one of us?
You
I
with
mean,
this
I'm the only sir.
this pink skull. Yes, I find you very intriguing. Are you busy? Perhaps later this evening you may
He's
want
16.
to. What? Bye. Go back to the party. I did not know. I'm sorry. My goodness. I give you free shots. Give me your drinks, and he snatches them from you.
No!
my snow cone.
That's true. What's the drinking age?
Away. Bye.
Wilmer just looks over at Ash and is like, nice going.
That's a valid question, though. What's the drinking age in the Revelia?
18.
No.
All right.
Poor Wilmer.
Oh, I contributed to underage drinking. Oh dear.
I mean, it's not like it did anything bad. We didn't try the other ones. We don't know if it did anything bad.
Swoleston,
You know-
you lead the way as everyone is continuing to go over these to Candy's Emporium, and you all see like a square candy cane striped building, and outside there is a woman, a human woman with bright orange hair, and she says, "Hello there. Welcome to the Candy Emporium. Oh my goodness, it's so nice to have new customers. Come. What would you like? I just made a brand new batch of chocolate whoopsies."
I look
my
at
gosh.
Swoleston.
I don't have the spell slots to deal with this right now. I say that like quietly so she can't hear, but I look at Swoleston and I'm just like, I don't have the spell slots.
Swoleston like looks back at you and is like, same. Same.
Have you tried the chocolate whoopsies?
I have not. That's one that I have not tried yet. But you know, my stomach's pretty hearty, so I could potentially eat it first and then let you know how I'm feeling for you out of towners.
I mean, again, I'm just okay with the things that we know are okay for the time being. This funnel cake you've described as fun, and all the ghost beignets did.
But we should probably have that for breakfast after our sleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is probably
The
like
best,
Yes.
the best time is to try the stuff we're not sure about now, because then if it's bad, we can sleep it off.
Yeah. Let's try the hot cake, Swoleston. And Wilmer's gonna like hold up his fist for a fist bump.
oh yeah. Let's try those
Yeah.
chocolate whoopsies.
All right, chocolate whoopsies. How many would you like? They're 5 red tickets each.
I read it.
I'll get this one, and I'll pass over at 15. I don't know if Borba and Asher don't want them. Or
Yeah,
Borba
Dr.
want
Stella
them.
like
I'm
shakes
okay.
her head no.
All right.
I'll get some.
All right.
I'll put it in.
Let's call this the canary test.
How many am I getting now? I'm confused.
Are you doing one
I'll
too?
put my.
Do you
Yeah.
want one, Steve? I thought you were dying.
Oh, I'm fine now. Swoleston did some healing, and Asher did some healing, and
All right, let's eat some
Yeah.
chocolate whoopsies.
Let's try these.
how many am I getting?
I'm holding on my
4,
finger. I
5,
want one.
Or
So
4? Asher, yay, nay.
No, I'm all
Hey.
right.
All right, so I'm getting 4, so 20.
Excellent.
Red tickets. I pass them over.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Chocolate whoopsies are so fun. You know, people come and they just look at my chocolate fountain and then whoops, something just falls in and then it gets to be my new creation. All right, so here's all your chocolate whoopsies. Here you go. And she hands one out to each of you.
Once again, I've made the right
Decked
choice.
in milky chocolatey goodness.
oh no.
So upset.
Can I just lick the chocolate off mine?
Yes, Wilmer, as you do so, underneath the milk chocolate, you find a pocket watch with giggles scratched into the back of it.
As in like ha 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 ha.
Or the word
literally
giggles.
giggles. The word giggles.
Oh.
Giggles.
It's not
Okay,
the
I was
Joker's
like-
tattoo.
I'm gonna follow suit and not actually chomp into this, whatever it is.
Swoleston will take just a chomp.
I would think Borba's doing the same thing. Borba's just like, fuck it.
Swoleston, they lose like 2 front teeth.
Yeah.
All right, Borba, you chomp, and your teeth collide with some paper. And as you remove the chocolate whoopsie from your mouth, you see a stack of 25 red tickets.
Interesting.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Also, that's money. That's
Swoleston-
disgusting. I don't know where that's been. As someone who works in retail, that's absolutely disgusting.
Swoleston, you get there. Most of yours is actually just chocolate, but you do get to a small cog with a strange symbol on the side. The symbol is of a circle, a large circle with a smaller circle inside, accompanied by some crisscrossing throughout the circle. And you recognize this symbol. You've seen it before. You would recognize this as the symbol for the Eye of Hecna game, ride that is in the Dismadium. And
It's like a cog from the ride. I would make that connection.
That's what I'm feeling.
That's
Yeah.
what you're.
So don't ride that ride.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what.
Break.
Oh dear. Oh
Someone's
dear.
sabotaging it.
And Steve, as you take or you're not taking a bite, you are trying to maneuver around the item, and as you do so, you find a plastic favored patron for Marge's meadery, giving you 50% off all purchases.
Well, that would be helpful if it was open.
If she wasn't kidnapped.
So you might say that Steve is now Marge's favorite.
Also, everybody has to
Always.
hydrate and check their posture because McRae redeemed those prizes.
Again, my camera is set at the height of me slouching. I can't.
How convenient.
All right. Anything else we want here? Oh, the funnel cake, right?
Yeah, funnel cake. Do we want to get like I feel like some of us should get funnel cakes, some of us should get beignets. I would prefer a beignet personally.
Of course you would.
Like if we're doing
Your,
this as
your
breakfast,
astral spirit
right?
has left your physical form. The ghost beignet is the only food that you should be eating now.
Oh my goodness, Gertrude's Wondermints, the beignets, they're so beautiful and so delicious. You know, Gertrude, she really likes them. That's why I named them after her.
Wait, do you mean like the maid of honor Gertrude that's right here? And then I gesture towards Steve.
What?
Oh my gosh, your name is Gertrude too?
No, this is a. Oh my god.
Yes,
no.
your name is Gert. We told people. Your
What's
name is
happening?
Gertrude.
I'm really confused.
Sorry.
Don't even
Wilmer,
think
It's
we
about
know,
your
ma'am.
Gertrude.
How much are the funnel
Wilmer
cakes?
is trying to bring back a joke. so very long
Episode
ago.
3.
Yeah, we all forgot
Episode
about.
1, like way back. It's all good.
The funnel
name
cake
is-
is 3 tickets each, and I'm sorry, your name is not Gertrude. That's too bad, because I have many friends. I mean, one of my dear friends is Gertrude. She's great. What's your name?
Who, me? Sorry, I'm doing
No,
that.
the person whose name is not
Not
Gertrude.
Gertrude.
It's not Gertrude.
That's
her
actually
full
her,
name.
her full name.
Yeah.
That's why we like laugh. We're like, we just
Yeah,
forget
it's
the
not
knot
Gertrude.
sometimes,
Yeah.
and it's just Gertrude,
Well,
but it's
then
not.
just
I don't
Pulling
know
a
if I
leg.
appreciate the company you seem to be keeping lately. You're always
I'm-
so kind when you come in, and these folks are just being so rude.
They're just a bit cranky. They've had a lot of day on the ride, so they just need a nap. So that's why we're gonna get some candy and some and some stuff so we can have a sleep and then have a good breakfast when we wake up. So I apologize for them. They've had a big day, you know? You have so much fun at the Revelia.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I forgive you all. Friends of Swoleston are friends of mine for sure. So funnel cakes, how many would you like?
I'm going to buy 3 of them, which according to my math is 9.
And you get some fried dough that are sprinkled in powdered sugar, and there's like an infusion of psychedelic effects that make it like when you're walking through one of those tunnels at a carnival that like swirl. It sort of feels like that when you stare at this cake.
Whoa.
It'll be a real fun time for you to eat in the morning.
That shot's kicking in.
Oh no, that's just a funnel cake. It looks really cool. She really does a good job on it. It's a really good
Thanks.
effect.
And that would leave 3 ghost beignets for the rest of us for breakfast.
Gertrude's Wonderment. All right, here you go. And she hands you the deep fried, like ghostly beignets that you know and love, Wilmer.
Perfect.
I'm gonna
How much are those ones?
They are 2 red tickets each.
I'm going to dramatically jump in front of Wilmer and like grab the beignets, and I'm like, oh, don't want them to hit the ground.
Are you a clumsy one? Do you drop stuff a lot?
I mean, no. Hello?
You know, you're pretty cute.
What is happening to
He's
you?
16.
What
is going on? It's because he grew that.
You're
It's just
very
'cause he-
adorable. There's something about you that's just so endearing.
He died 20 years ago.
What?
Asher!
You're really starting to confuse and make me anxious. I don't understand because every time I look at him, he doesn't look like a ghost. But you keep saying he's a ghost, and I'm really concerned that he might be a
What
ghost.
was your
He's
name
not a
again?
ghost, and I like pat Wilmer. And I'm like,
Ow.
look, not a
Yeah.
ghost.
Why are you playing a prank on me, Asher?
I'm sorry, I'm very tired. This is the only thing getting me through the rest of this experience.
Okay, that's fair.
All right, I pass over 6 tickets for the beignets.
Thank you. All right. It seems like you're all done here.
Yeah.
I guess so.
I'll see
actually,
you
could
later, honey bun.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Wait, did
She's-
somebody want to get something else? Sorry.
Oh, well, I
think I'm
haven't not
okay.
tried your circus cookies yet, so I might just get 2 of them just for me, and then if there's another brave soul out there, I would love to try a
Oh,
circus
yeah,
cookie.
they come in a box, so you can share for sure.
Oh, perfect. That sounds great.
That's 3 red tickets for the circus cookies.
Perfect. Hands over tickets.
And you get a purple box filled with sugar cookies that are shaped in various animal and amalgamations of the Revelia.
Ooh.
All right, you enjoy those now. Have a good time.
Okay, bye. As I walk
Alright.
away, I like look at Steve. Like, why was she being so mean? We said your name wasn't Gertrude, and she was just like so weird about it. I
She
don't
was also
understand.
kind of flirting with Wilmer, which is,
It's
I think,
really
just
weird.
Everyone
pretty
seems
low
to be
bar
flirting
on,
with you, Wilmer.
It's because he grew that one chest hair. Sorry, I can't hear you.
Are you speaking? Are you speaking? Carrie?
Asher, are people like flirting with me? What is going on? She said, what did she call? She was like, sweet. What?
I think what's happening is that your new bad boy aesthetic is working. I mean, I don't know what you were trying to accomplish. I imagine it was to. I think what it was is you were trying to discover yourself, but what you're finding is that people are responding well to it, and you're not dead. I'm sorry. I'm just messing with you.
Okay. I was really scared there for a second.
But don't pay them any mind. If you're comfortable with your new aesthetic, then
Okay.
it just
Thanks,
people are
Asher.
responding well to it.
Okay. Cool. All right. Let's go.
Can I walk over to Swoleston and be like, hey, can I have one of those cookies? I'm just curious.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
'cause-
me too. I'll take a cookie. If you take a cookie, we can try them right now.
Yeah, we can just try because then if it's bad, we can just leave it off.
Exactly.
like-
Exactly.
Yeah.
This
Okay, let's eat it.
box
Let's go.
comes with 10 cookies, and as you eat them, you feel the ability to cast Speak with Animals once.
Wow.
Uh,
Where's Eddie?
oh, Eddie's here.
Eddie's always here.
Floof! Oh my god, Floof!
Floof!
I hold Floof.
You need a character voice for Floof.
Yeah,
Oh.
Swoleston.
Oh, yeah.
Robin, just so you know, this entire time we've been followed by a giant lizard named Eddie wearing a jester hat.
You didn't even explain it!
I'm so sorry.
We always forget about him, and I feel really bad about it, but
It's
here we
always
are.
like 20 minutes later, we're like, is Eddie with us?
Congratulations, we made it the majority of an episode.
Yeah.
The vast majority of an episode without remembering Eddie.
Okay, I'm gonna cast the Speak with Animals on Floof and be like, what do you have to say to me? And then Floof is just going to be like, dearest green lady, I have much that I need to tell you, and only so little time. You have blessed me with, and then it just cuts out because I ran out of spell.
That is canon.
Yeah.
Dearest green lady.
Dearest green lady.
So fun fact, if anyone hit me with that moonbeam, it would royally fuck me up as a shape changer.
Oh my.
I looked it up and I'm like, what does that do again? And I'm like, oh yeah, shape changers, not good for that.
Nope, not at all.
Good thing you're on our side.
Yay.
Cool, let's go sleep.
Yes.
Yeah, you all make your way to the hostel, and Stella checks in, requesting the boring room specifically. And as she leads you up there, the key fits neatly in the lock, and the door opens into a four-walled room covered in a yellow, porous substance that smells sharp and sour. Hanging between the yellow rafters is a fabric banner that reads, "Imagine being so rich and powerful you can have a whole room dedicated to cheese."
What?
Wilmer, is that thing that things that rich people aspire to?
I mean, yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Gosh darn it, I should have used the other key. I used the funhouse room key. So we're in the funhouse now.
Oh.
I think we could still rest here, though. It looks fine, and you see that there's like a bunk bed made of like brie off to the side, and there's a futon of harsh cheddar.
I hate this.
I mean, we're gonna smell
I take
like
the free
cheese.
bunk.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's probably nice and comfy. Is there like a camembert bunk anywhere? That's probably pretty comfy to sleep on as well. Don't want that hard cheddar. That will just hurt your back.
Unless you really like hard surfaces.
Oh, that's
Sometimes
true.
people's backs. Sometimes
I really
you just need
like
that.
super soft things.
Swoleston, there is a delightful double bed of camembert for you.
Oh, just lovely.
Is the
feel
floor
like
cheese?
Right. It is entirely cheese. There are like stools of red wax as well here. And
Hey, I might be the first person in history, but I'm going to use my bedroll.
Hey, yeah, me too, bro. Like,
I'm going to use my additional notes.
Dr. Stella, while you're all getting ready, she says she sticks her finger into the wall and holds it to their nose, and she sort of like sniffs at it. And she takes out a small dagger from her pack, and she carves a symbol into the wall, and she says, God damn it. Sorry.
Are you
I'm
trying to get-
Southern.
Southern,
Y'all.
y'all.
Good
She
place.
says, at the Revelia, you have to find a way to leave your mark. And she draws a symbol of an S with a line through it and a small circle at the top. And she rummages in her bag and she rips out a sheet from a notebook and she hands it to you, Steve. And she says, "You're a smart one, a tricksy one. I'm sure you've noticed some of these symbols laying around the Revelia. Our own little thieves' cant, if you will. This page shows some rough hand-drawn symbols that correspond with locations, rides, different experiences at the Revelia. And as you look down, indeed it does. You've got everywhere that you've been so far has a symbol on this sheet. And the wall of cheese sort of like heals itself over time from the symbol she carved into it. And she says, you might as well create a symbol of your own.
No, go back. This is a living cheese room?
Oh, yeah. It
What?
heals itself from the knife wound that it received.
No!
This
I
is
mean,
some meaty
cheese
shit.
is technically a bacterial culture. It is alive.
And see, if you look at your notes, the sheet that you got, every symbol has a label, but there are two labels that are missing a symbol, and that's forget and remember. And Dr.
Oh.
Stella says, yeah, I haven't found those two yet, but I'm sure we'll figure it out soon.
Probably important ones. So,
Wait, is this room real cheese, or is this room a
It smells real from
is it
when
a-
I
Take a
poked
bite.
it.
Swoleston's gonna go eat the wall.
Is it
Take
a-
a bite out of the wall.
we could just try to eat it.
Yes, as you all begin to munch on
No.
cheese. It
I
is
don't.
indeed
Not all of us.
edible.
I don't.
not canon?
Not all of us. I do not.
Orba and Swoleston are just eating the cheese.
Chomp
and
it.
just like, we'll just check.
Wilmer's just like fucking like just going for like a bed leg, like something, and you're like, this doesn't actually look like it's made of cheese.
And it heals itself as you eat over time. Like it'll take like a minute or two after you stop eating for it to refill itself filled with cheese.
It's not a
You get full though?
it's not a mimic room, is it? Is it real cheese?
I mean, I laid
Can I
on the
like
bed.
investigation, arcana, perception, something with this room?
Yes, you may make an Arcana check.
We're just so suspicious of all this
stains or
cheese.
12.
It's a room of cheese. The cheese. You notice the cheese has been able to recuperate itself.
I hate it.
That's what you
I
got.
hate it.
Maybe it's magic. It might not be evil. It's just magic cheese.
This
Is it
is the
so
fun
bad?
house, right? It's called the fun house, so it's probably just a fun room in the fun house.
I'm just saying we should. If there's any, well, most of this place isn't so great. This room's pretty great. It's a room
pretty
full of
cool.
cheese. What could be better?
A room
Really?
full of not cheese.
Are you
A
afraid
room
of?
full of regular building materials,
Asher, are
such
you-
as wood.
All right.
Are
Let's
you afraid of
focus.
cheese?
Let's focus on what we're doing here.
No.
Sorry, I got distracted
I
by cheese.
asked you to please. I think it'll help us all communicate better if we've got a symbol for your group, a name that we can all of us on the rebellion side will be able
Got you.
to
Yeah.
communicate with. It'll be our little secret, but I need to know what it is. And you need to figure out what you want it to be.
Something wedding related?
It's just a garter.
A sash? I don't know. A wedding ring? I mean, it
Wedding
would just be a
ring.
circle in that.
It'd be
That's
yeah, I
kinda
feel like
lame,
that's
yeah.
a pretty basic.
Well, it could be
symbol.
a big circle or a bigger circle with a small heart on top.
Or we could do like A plus Z forever. or
A
something
ball
like
and
that.
chain.
A ball and chain.
Done!
Yes.
God, I'm drawing it.
All right,
I like-
a ball and chain symbol. That seems to be fine with me. I mean,
Yeah.
it's up to you, and I'll do
mean-
whatever you like.
I have definitely met Asher's fiance, and their fiance is we all disapprove of them.
It kind of looks like a sperm, though.
Perfect.
Also applicable.
Also applicable.
Also applicable.
You could do the leg clamp on the other side.
Could also just do
I
like
don't know if that would make
initials
it
or
better.
something.
It's
I
hard
like
to
the
tell.
idea of doing like initials. Because that you could just carve that into a tree somewhere, and then people would just think it's someone carving romantic initials into a tree.
Whose initials, though?
Well, because it would be Asher, it would be like A plus something. A plus M.
What
Asher plus Marge forever. I mean,
Boy,
it
you
could happen.
guys really like Marge, do ya?
We're her favorites, so.
Yeah.
We could stick with me here for a second. We could do, because we were Marge's favorites before.
Yeah.
I think if Marge had met Asher before she went and got whatever the heck happened to her, and she doesn't remember anything, you also, Asher, would have been one of her favorites. I think she would have really liked you. We could do MF.
I was just going to suggest that. You're the
Yeah,
MF.
That's pretty good.
It's Marge's favorites,
I'm
but
gonna
then it
say,
also is kind of like edgy, and it stands for like,
it feels right.
If we're just doing an MF, or are we going to do like a circle or a heart around it, or I don't know.
Maybe
Just-
a heart
just MF?
around it, so that way we can still go with the people thinking it's like a love thing if we carve it on things.
yeah,
I like this. I
Perfect.
think that's
That's
cool.
it.
There.
All right. And she turns to you, Swoleston, and she says, "You know, you're a real active member of this team. I think it might be beneficial for us to be able to communicate with you as well. Do you already have a symbol you use? If you do, I don't have it written down here."
Oh dear. I do have one already written down. It's Oh, let me just find a notebook over here.
Not to be like
I'll-
Robin looks around their room and sees a can and is like, it's a can!
Describe it to me. I'll draw it for you.
Oh, I was thinking like a rainbow because of my hair, and then like where the clouds would be at the end, it's just gonna be like an S and an S. For Swoleston, I don't have a last name. It's a
Swoleston.
Swoleston. Yeah, that's my name there. So it's like a rainbow with an SS.
It's a real Mario.
Yeah,
Mario
perfect.
situation.
It is perfect.
I love it.
Oh, stunning. Oh my God.
It's stunning Swoleston. It's the SS.
Stunning
It's stunning
Swoleston.
Swoleston.
Because you are stunning. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, thank you.
And as you all
Perfect.
settle in,
I'm like, should I mention that SS is a bad acronym to maybe use in this case?
It's attached to a rainbow.
Yeah, that's true. It's the
Yeah.
antithesis.
good.
That's true. That's true.
But
And we know what it stands for.
Dr. Stella goes over to this other door, and she opens it in the room to looking for something. But as she does so, you all suddenly get expelled from the funhouse and thrown back into the boring room that you originally entered. No more cheese is here,
Oh, thank God.
unfortunately.
Aww.
Unfortunately.
Dang it.
And she says, "Oh,
Fortunately.
fiddlesticks! My one chance to get into a secret room in the funhouse, and all the key let me into was this damn cheese room. I wish we could have explored a bit more, but I mean, well, we might as well rest here while we can. And I guess we learned some information. He really likes cheese.
Maybe if we get some cheese, we can distract him with it.
Maybe that's his weakness. He's lactose intolerant.
Oh, that'd be
And he just
sweet.
wishes he could
He
have
just
that
wishes
much
he could
cheese.
have cheese, so that's why he has a whole room of it, so he can just like look at it and be like, one day.
One day I'll defeat you.
One day you won't cause me extreme indigestion.
Yeah.
I did hold on to our goodies here, though. I'll put them on the desk, and she puts like all the stuff that you've saved to eat tomorrow, like the snow cones and whatnot, on the desk. Do we need a good night song, or are we just good to shut the lights and get some shut eye?
I think we're good.
Like,
I'm good.
good.
I think if just while we're taking this long rest, Doctor, is maybe you and I could perhaps sit down and compare notes. I feel like I've learned a bit from this place, and I think that you could possibly teach me a bit as well.
Oh, well, sure there. I don't mind, Asher. Spend some time with you. You did give me back some of my most important notes just the other hour.
Yes. Also, I have an additional addendum to that. Anyways, we'll discuss while we
Let's
rest.
set up our bedrolls together, and you go off in one of the corners of the room and get yourselves all ready for the evening. And you all take your long rest. So you may heal, you may gain back your spell slots, your items can be charged. Steve, your weapon will attune itself to you and take form of whatever you would like it to be. Are you ready to describe that now?
Sure. It's a gun. No, okay. I want more detail. It's like a shorter gun, and we'll have to talk offline probably about mechanics and all that jazz of guns. But it's short, and the crossbow was ebony, so the gun is also ebony, and it's beautiful. But it's gonna shoot rotten fruit, so. That's less beautiful, but it's fine. Yeah.
Awesome. Is anyone else doing... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I will give the mace to Borba probably then.
Okay.
The candy mace.
Okay, yeah. Cool.
I didn't really actually look into that too much, but if I have a magical gun, then...
Yeah, I'll take that with me and have it with me as I go to bed, I guess. I'm like, thanks.
Huddle up to the candy mace.
I'm like, maybe I'll learn something from you when I wake up in the morning. I don't know.
And yeah, you cuddle with this purple candy mace with...
I'm like, ow, it's kind of pokey. I'm just like, I have to move it over a little bit.
And Borba, can you please roll your sleeping mechanic?
Did. Guess what I fucking rolled? I rolled a 5. I know I get a plus from having Floof with me, but I don't think it matters. Because that sucked.
Borba, as you sleep, you begin to be berated in nightmares of smoke, of flame, of feelings of stress and guilt. And a voice comes calling out to you in your dreams. And you hear the voice.
Bora, you could have fixed me. How could you murder me in cold blood? You are the last of our line.
You hear the voice of your brother calling out to you. And that is where we are going to end today's episode.
Yay!
Woo!
Holy fuck. Okay. All right. Housekeeping, I guess. First things first, this is the last week. If you would like to fill out our audience feedback survey, which we would be so grateful if you would do so to tell us all the things you like and you don't like, and it's anonymous, so you can be as mean as you like or as nice as you like. The easiest way to support the show is to become a patron at patreon.com/tabletop tiddies. Yes. It's fine. It's fine. You should check out all of our merch at tabletoptiddies.threadless.com. And we do have a sale coming up starting on Sunday. So be sure to keep your eyes peeled if you want to grab some titties merch. I'm sorry, this is taking me forever today.
It's all right.
It's been 2 weeks.
We're back to
It's been
it.
2 weeks. Make sure you're following us on social media at Tabletop Tiddies. And if you tweet using hashtag TTTiddies, Char might name an NPC in the Revelia, or Kelly might name an NPC in Victorian London after you. Make sure to tune in tomorrow night for Tiddies by Night. Our Indiegogo shout out today goes to Sara Theilade.
Hey!
Indiegogo shout out.
Yay, Sarah!
All of
I know
this
who that is.
information, all this information can be found on our website, which is www.tabletoptiddies.com. And every time I'm saying titties, it's with double D's.
Woo!
And that's all we have.
But
Robin, tell us all about you.
What would you like to plug?
Oh,
What things are you on?
Better
tell us
question.
about your
Plug.
amazing stuff.
Tell us, yeah.
Oh, well, thanks. Oh, well, thanks for having me on. This has been a fun time. And I will see you guys next week.
Yeah.
I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, you can find me mostly on the Dork, streaming with the Dorktales fam, doing things like D&D and getting into Chronicles of World of Darkness. I don't know, Kelly. You're in the chat. Tell me what mages. Yes, I know I'm in mage. I know I'm in mage. It's the Saturday. It's fully costume Victorian era. I fucking love it. I have to get back into my Irish accent because my character has an Irish accent, and we've taken a couple weeks off of that, so that'll be fun to get back into.
Relatable
Emily.
content.
World of Darkness.
Relatable content.
So yeah, come check me out there. That's where I spend most of my times. If I'm not on Dorktales and not dead tired, I do have a personal streaming channel that's Second Gen Gamer. Down, I don't know which side of the screen it's on. Oh, I did it right the first
It's
time.
right
It's
at
fine.
the bottom of you, yeah.
Bottom of me. Yeah, there we go.
No, I'm this way.
But yeah, I use mostly on the Dorktales crew because they're awesome, man. I love them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Robin,
yeah.
thank you so much for coming on. You have brought Swoleston to life. I'm so glad that someone's finally been able to get this party to be courageous enough to try anything at all.
I ate a some. I tried my best to eat a food.
I love it that you guys are just scared to eat.
Yeah.
So good.
It's an absolute pleasure. I can't wait to see what the surprises you have in store next week. Woohoo!
Yay!
And I will also say that during this week, before we get to next Tuesday, you all get to level up, and that includes you, Robin. You may level up Swoleston to be another level higher.
Oh my god.
So that means that
Exciting.
as a monk, as a way of mercy, I think Dr. Stella's teaching me how to punch poison out of you.
Punch.
Punch
And
it.
that's it. We are bye-bye.
Yay! Bye!
Bye so much,